What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast. Today we're going to be talking championship games, NFL 2021. You had the Buccaneers, you had the Packers, you had the Bills, you had the Chiefs. Myself and a lot of you guys, although I'm not trying to pass blame on you guys, but you guys agree with me, that Aaron Rodgers was going to somehow be able to pull this out. We all know now that the GOAT has spoken. Tom Brady just doesn't care, dude. Like, this guy, you know what? The real turning point of this game was the Scotty Miller touchdown at the end of the half. I don't know who the defensive coordinator is of the Packers, but he should be fired effective immediately. Kevin King, he was just getting dealt with all game. He was the reason at the end of the game with that pass interference that, pretty much cost him the game. He's probably not going to be back. I wouldn't bring him back. That's just my personal opinion based on everything that happened. Now, throughout the game, the refs were, quote unquote, letting them play. And some of you guys had issues with some of the late calls, but it was so blatant. You know what I'm saying? The Green Bay Packers were actually grabbing jerseys and doing weird stuff. Those things are gonna happen. They gotta call those. The hand fighting, I understand the argument behind that, but it's ridiculous. Let's take a look at Tom Brady's numbers. 20 of 36, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's not like he was like going crazy and just doing whatever he wanted. Those are some really bad interceptions, but he was able to be smart enough to know when to take the field goal, to know when to get down. They did beat him up a little bit. You got to give them some credit with that. The Packers defense did get on him, but like I told you guys before, it's the pass rush up the middle that really hurts Tom, and they weren't consistently able to do that, with just sending 4. He was able to sit in the pocket, do whatever he wanted. It was a very uncomfortable situation for the Green Bay Packers defense, and he just made the right plays at the right time, although he had the 3 interceptions. So regardless of that, Leonard Fournette, 55 yards with the 1 touchdown. That was just what they needed. Godwin had 110 yards, some key plays in the game that was just ridiculous. Mike Evans did just enough, but he dropped a pretty decent pass as well. He had 8 targets on 3 receptions. Keep in mind, guys, that Antonio Brown was not able to go, but I believe he will be able to go in the Super Bowl. That's going to be a real problem if he's able to kind of get involved in that offense a little bit. They have a lot of weapons, but I just believe, by that time, I'm going to have to go with Patrick. Well, I'll give you my, my predictions later, but I think Patrick Mahomes might be able to handle some business because that boy Tyreek Hill's on fire. But just looking at the numbers, I just wanted to let you guys see so we could analyze both sides of the football. Now, going to Aaron Rodgers, right? This dude, Alan Lazard, was wide open at the beginning of the game, like when he went for Devontae in the back of the end zone. I think he was trying to force a lot of stuff to his star receiver. On many occasions, if he would have just looked Alan Lazard's way, they probably would have had more points and it wouldn't have got so crazy. But it all comes down, like I said, everything, all the momentum shift and everything like that, it was that Scotty Miller touchdown. Like, if I have to look back at one thing that tells me, like, yo, why did they lose? That's the one thing. That is the thing that makes me say to myself, you know what? This is really absolutely ridiculous. This is why, they lost the game. That's pretty much where I am with it. Anything else that was going on as far as like Aaron Jones having 6 carries for 27 yards, Jamal Williams, 7 carries, 23 yards, A.J. Dillon, 3 carries for 17 yards. They weren't really able to do much. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, he had the touchdown, 115 yards. Devontae Adams, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. Those type of things, with the run game being what it was, Green Bay is not the same team. And even with all of that, they could have still won the game. Now, I know you guys are going to be like, yo, LaFleur didn't go for it on 4th down. Why did he take a field goal? He later said he regretted the decision. That was a real rookie mistake. You got to go for it there. You can't take a field goal, especially with the way that the team's playing. It didn't seem right. It seemed like a real rookie mistake. Plus, if you don't get it, you have them in a very, very, precarious situation. You got them in their own territory, very, very deep, and you could probably, work something out with that defense. But, it just didn't work out. Obviously, I wanted Aaron Rodgers to kind of get that monkey off his back. He wasn't able to do it. I don't know what his future holds. He even said it afterwards, like, bro, what am I going to do? It's not much that he can do, as far as Green Bay drafted a quarterback in the 1st round last year. So it's just like, yo, we don't want you. And then now you go there and then you go into the championship game on your home field and you lose. And it wasn't all him. You know what I'm saying? But he did make a lot of mistakes, in my opinion, by not getting the wide open receiver and just looking for Devontae too much. That's a problem. Trying to force feed Devontae, I believe, ultimately cost them a lot of yardage and a lot of scoring that they could have had. Now, jumping over to the Bills and the Chiefs, this game started off pretty weird. All right, obviously you guys know about the fumble. They go up 9-0. It starts to get a little bit, crazy. And then before you know it, like, it's like, all right, what's going on here? Patrick Mahomes came to play. Tyreek Hill got up to 20 miles per hour on that run. Yo, listen, this game right here, dude, I got to be honest with you. I really thought the Bills were going to play a lot better than they did. I was very, very disappointed with the way that they came out to play. Josh Allen did try to do everything. He had 88 rushing yards, 287 passing yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. 28 of 48 wasn't too good. Many of us praised him for his accuracy and being able to get the ball out better this year. He was very, very bad in this game. You know, that's just what it is. We're not making up any excuses for him. It didn't really work out as well. Stephon Diggs made some huge catches in the game, but didn't have a touchdown. 11 targets, 6 receptions. You know, like, what are you doing? Dawson Knox is the one scoring. And then you have a guy, Isaiah McKenzie. Like, really? Dude, it was really, really wild the way that the Chiefs defense took away a lot of what they wanted to do. And then you got to know, the Chiefs offense is going to do whatever they want. So if you let their defense do this, you're going to lose the game. This is why I'm telling you right now, as we go into it, I believe that the torch is going to be passed to Patrick Mahomes in this game, and it's perfect. I believe that they're 2-2 against each other, Tom Brady and Mahomes. This is going to be a perfect setting. You know, warm weather at Tampa Bay, all that good stuff. I think Tyreek Hill's going to have a field day. Now, he is missing one of his tackles, I believe, got injured. Achilles was torn during the game, so that's going to be a problem. I think it's Achilles or ACL. He got an injury. He ain't going to be there. One of his old linemen, Patrick Mahomes, they're going to have to make it work. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I got to go ahead and take Mahomes like, I know I'm betting against Brady again, and a lot of you guys are laughing like, yo, why are you still betting against the GOAT? But it just can't be, dude. Like, if this guy does this, he will be the undisputed heavyweight champion, and we ain't doing boxing. Like, it's going to be really, really crazy. So I have to believe with all this talent, I don't know who's going to cover Kelsey. I don't know who's going to cover Tyreek Hill. You can't double both sides. You still got McCole Hardman. You know, you got all this stuff going on. It's so much. This team is filled with savages on the field. As long as Patrick Mahomes is able to play, I don't like, you know, the Buccaneers' chances. I just really don't. It's just way too much offensive firepower. So, you know, I'm going to go with that prediction, just taking them to win the Super Bowl. I know a lot of you guys like, yo, you still don't believe in the GOAT. Like, look, dude, I just have to go with what my eyes tell me. I really, really thought, for some strange reason, you know, that Aaron Rodgers would be able to take care of business. And again, I understand that Tom Brady scoring that late that touchdown before the half is not on Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, he doesn't play defense. But Aaron Rodgers had a lot of chances to make certain plays. And if you're that guy, you make those plays. He just misreads. And that was where I was just like, yo, dude, like, this guy's nervous or something. Like, you wanted this. You wanted this at home. So, you know, Tom Brady doing that is not as spectacular as it would be if he was able to accomplish this. They have way too much offensive firepower. Like, this team right here is out of control. It's just a bunch of track runners everywhere running around. And I don't think with the way that the Buccaneers defense is so easily torchable, that this will be a situation where, you know, Mahomes is not able to, you know, take account for it and just go out there and do what he wants. That's my belief. That's what I believe. So let me know what, your prediction is for the Super Bowl. I got to go Chiefs, man. But they played a hell of a game. Tyreek Hill, 9 receptions, 172 yards, 11 targets. Kelsey was just unstoppable. It's just ridiculous, bro. But again, we're going to see what happens. I'm taking the Chiefs. Leave your comments in the below. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.